Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack. I just keep hanging around and with this archive. Rejecting the US of Latinx is transphobic by Sebastian Ferrada. Oh man, I don't know if I could make a comment with this post, what I'm going to read. Oh shit, is just bear it with me. Oh shit. And we just start strong. The Por Vida mural in San Circuito that celebrates LGBTQ Latina culture was defaced twice in one weekend. Like, honestly, well, I'm not going to hold back with this comment, but why the fuck this? Why do you want to show everyone else this? Never mind, I answered that myself a couple of videos ago, but the fact that the fucking police of San Francisco is wasting resources into finding one who put their pain on this and just to disagree with you because the fact that you have to put this in some street of San Francisco, uh, San Francisco is lost. It's like California. Let's continue with the article. In 2018, Univision, I know that that site. Well, it's not a site. It's a broadcasting television channel from Dominican Republic, maybe. I don't honestly. I can't remember right now, but I know some that channel show sometimes wokeness and sometimes some derangement from what they have. I don't. I know I don't have the words to describe it right now, but it's just garbage. That's what you need to know. Let's continue. Univision interviewed with me to discuss the meaning of the identity label Latinx. I was nervous because I have never discussed gender and sexuality in a formal, quote unquote, Spanish setting. This gringo. I just keep getting mad, man. Later on national television, my 92-year-old abuelita was going to be watching. Your grandma was going to watching. Where she was watching you? She were watching your nonsense in television? Oh man, I feel sorry for that grandma. She doesn't deserve. The elderly doesn't deserve to deal with this nonsense. They don't deserve it. They don't fucking deserve it. Let's continue again. Abuelita was going to be watching. At the end, the reporter asked if I identified with the term. I surprised myself when I replied, yes! Without a pause. It was the first time I had publicly affirmed my non binary identity. I can guarantee you, this fucker, their family hates him. To the fucking gods. They hate him. Or her or whatever fucking binary. You know what? Ferrada, your family hates you. Let's not fool that you. Don't fool yourself. Your family hates you. In the months that follow, family, friends, and I talk about what this means for me, what pronouns I will use, and how we will have patience with each other in the process. Fashion was necessary. This is pretty ironic if you ask me. Ah, They don't have patience to debate when someone actually can refute their nonsense and their shitty arguments about the non-binary gender ideology, and they just label you as a demon and they want to destroy your life. So they don't have self-awareness. Everyone knows that. Let's continue. The debate over the use of Latinx and more recently Latin, which I prefer, to refer to people with origins in Latin America, has become a source of fierce disagreements among Latin people of all races, age, genders, and sexual identities. You don't speak for anyone of Latin America. You're just a gringo. You don't speak for everyone. You are just speaking for yourself and with your own BS. Bullshit! But the debates largely missed the point. Whether one prefers to use Latinx or Latin, both terms recognize and honor the presence of gender fluid identities. Man, I just I just can't keep reading this. Oh Dios. Oh my god. Oh Kami-sama. And whatever other language you could say, oh my god. Why? This is the clown war. I wish this was South Park, but South Parks just parodies reality, just make satire of something that actually happened in real life. But now South Park is get so behind in comedy when these kind of people just brighten themselves for free. Well, not for free on this one because as you can see, this fucker asked me $1 for reading garbage. Let's continue. What is most striking about these debates, quote unquote, is that they rarely, if ever, center the voice and experience of the transgender, non-binary, and gender-fluid Latin people who do identify with them. The linguistic debate on Latinx, I don't want to say that word, just piss me off so much. Then, serves as a useful example to understand the transphobia prevalent in our community and the importance of adopting language that better reflects our community writ large. I said it before, it's just imperialism. They want to preach into using their language, their ideology, every sort of human thing this goblin the range monster have and spread it to everyone else, and if someone disagrees with them, you know them well they're going to put you on a cross, crucify you if they can. Well, physically they cannot do that, but they make sure to use the government to do it. So watch yourself. I'm going to read this again. The linguistic debate on Latinx then serves as a useful example to understand the transphobia prevalent in our community and the importance of adopting language that better reflects our community writ large. You don't speak for everyone, just for yourself. Critics of the term Latinx often cite linguistic purity and Spanish heritage for their critiques. Some claim that Latinx is an abomination to the Spanish language, which it is an abomination because it does not follow proper grammar of phonology. No, it's because it's just racism. You are just a racist motherfucker. So shut the fuck up. Noting that the O in Latino or any other identity label such as Dominicano, Chileno, Mexicano, for example. Just look, hit this motherfucker. He want to spread the genderless nonsense, and if it wasn't enough, these countries, República Dominicana, Chile, Mexico, those countries named in Spanish, are now infected with wokeness. I mentioned it before, they are infected now. For example, I know Chile dealt with some nasty shit coming from the far left when they want to change the constitution of their own country into something so very woke, and they fight back, but they cannot hold that much longer because they keep pushing it by God. Maybe some conspiracy theories know really who is behind those organizations keep pushing wokeness. Then you have Mexico. They got infected by Spain, which I not be surprised if Chile is the same, just as Argentina, just like Colombia, just like Honduras. I'm going to keep with the article. Sample. It is already inclusive of the collective. While this argument be grammatically correct according to mainstream Spanish, it does not take into account the invisibilities the O creates. The O, I'm going to say it, in the Spanish language, the O in, joins the whole genders, well, sorry, both people, male and female, in just one word. It has been like that for many centuries now. So again, this is some fucking wolf lifter putting his nonsense on the Latin American community, and he wants to keep preaching their nonsense until everyone else start to use it. For example, like he say, however, some people use Latin as a catch to term since the X can stand in for any of their entities A, E, and O. The critics also ignore the political context. What political context? It's just language. Language. Lenguaje. In my research on queer and trans Latin communities, and just keep resulting this, you know them well. Well, let's continue. I first noticed the use of the X in 2016 when community organizers were debating more inclusive language in their social media. Ah, yeah, I remember this year when what was that woke fucking movie that actually bombed, made by Soini? Oh yeah, Ghostbuster with all female cast. That's that's this number only reminds me. I wish to forget that, but I just can't. Well, I'm going to read to this. Some have also cited the emergence of Latinx after the Pulse shooting in Orlando. So you want to link this to a tragedy? Really? They cannot waste a tragedy just to spread their shit. That's how evil they are. When media outlets try to accurately represent the diverse gender identities of the victims, Last year, The Atlantic published an article claiming that congressional staffers encourage Latino legislators to avoid alternatives because it is divisive. It is racist. This rationale aims to create the illusion of a politically unified Latin voting bloc. Ah, man, it's like the Soviet Union when you say if you disagree with someone or something, like, hey, you know this is going to let us start and die, and then the other deranged, brainwashed neighbor says, "Oh, you are you're not patriot, eh? You are a traitor," and then he got executed. Then he gets executed everyone gets executed every single time when they question something that actually can and could and should be questioned with logic. Oh man. This rationale aims to create the illusion of a politically unified Latin voting bloc. Yeah, I read that, sorry. Instead of understanding the complex spins that are categorized unilaterally as Latino. For decades, members of Congress and Hollywood have discussed struggling, quote unquote, with understanding the vastly diverse group of people that terms Latina EOX include. Calling attention to this diversity is precisely the point of Latinx. I cannot continue with this article. This is so fucking lot. Negating the term also contributes to this the erasure of time experiences. Yeah, I cannot keep reading this this whole sentence. Um, if you want to check this article for yourself, just check it out on the Wayback Machine with this short article with this headline, and this is the link. I just cannot. I just cannot do. And I cannot keep continue to this with this. And oh man, how much far of their ass have their head in? Honestly, I cannot wrap this around my head. How they so deranged they are, how so out of touch with reality they are, how much shizos, because I can't say the word because YouTube censors that word, and I don't want this video to be flagged, not just yet. So they keep putting my the words out of my mouth. This is tiresome. It really makes me tired. I'm not going to, and I just cannot. I'm gonna say have a good night and don't let this nonsense hit you and indoctrinate you. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great night. You deserve a great night.